Tomb of the Ancients. And the theme of this level is chicken ghosts, it seems. Somewhere in the sky, the pirate prison ship slaves now on board 45,263. Now what? He's found the third mask. What? But that's not possible! If he finds that fourth one, I'll be coming for you. I think Razorbeard's henchman is called the Spyglass Pirate, or the Glasses Pirate. Where's glasses? Anyway. This is our second scary level after Cave of Bad Dreams. Clark was captured here before being brought to the technical checkup. Oh, so yeah, we're hearing from Clark again. He's been captured again. Free cage. That's nice. Let me just make sure. I want to say this is the second longest level in the game. Like, it's definitely not as long as Stone and Fire, but this is still a lengthy one. Uh-oh. It's a bitty bitty spider, it's a bitty bitty spider, it's a bitty 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 beetle 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 beetle, 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 beetle. So, similar to Echoing Caves, we had to hit the 3 switches to open the lock, or in this case, make those platform flies. Why doesn't that spider know how to climb webs? This might be the last time we see piranhas, like in this level. There's a crashed warship here. There's another beetle, 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 beetle. I know it's possible to clip this guy. We might have to clip it from here. This just reminds me of a Mimic, you know, just the chest with the eyes in it. This looks like a Mimic from, you know, a lot of RPGs. So yeah, if we didn't take out that spider, it'd be chasing us on this big old web wall. I do like how each of these N64 games were consistent about having a scary level. I think there's a pirate here. Yeah, there's a pirate here. Alright. Nice shot. Guess I'll show what happens when these hands catch you. Beat them. Freedom depends on your fists. Yeah, that's what happens there. Okay, yeah, this gas is also deadly. I want to keep my power. Just want to make sure we're not missing any looms. Here we have an overview of these areas we just went into. Pretty nice. And we got the blue moon. Remember in Pirates of the Caribbean, the blue moon exposes the undead pirates for what they are. It's cool seeing that effect here. I like I can make out the ghoulish shapes in the water here. Alright, so there's something very, very noteworthy about this little spot. So if we jump down there, we'll head to Act 2. So let's not do that. This is something I never knew for a long time. I never knew that my 100% save file was not really 100%. It was 99.9%. If we float down here, there's a secret passage. That right there was the secret lum. The 1,000th lum. Not that it actually changes the totals up there. In other words, there are 51 lums in this level. I guess it's because, you know, Razorbeard ate the 1,000th lum, and this is a Valley of the Dead. So, you know, its soul just appeared here, I guess. However that works. But that was just a really wild secret to learn, like, well after my childhood. And we had the last instance of the rocket barrels. Yeah, hold off on that for a little bit. So there's a cage that... Whoa! I didn't think you got it right away, Rayman. The cage has no yellow lungs, but it has a purple lung to be able to backtrack. If Rayman would actually be a good hero. So yeah, if we cut right through there, we'll go to Act 3. Or should I say, that's Act 4. Rayman actually... Okay, yeah, that's kind of weird how that works, but... So once again, this level has an optional act, just like Stone and Fire. And that optional act is up here. So welcome to Act 3. There's a golden fist. We're actually going to need to rocket barrel to get that as well. It's like, I think like we need to perform like a hard U-turn to be able to grab that. So yeah, nice rejuvenation. Honestly, I think I like that music better than Donkey Kong Returns' Rocket Barrel theme. Why are we up here? Okay, this foothold does nothing for us, just for this red lungs, I guess. Weird. We're gonna try to be awesome about this. Yeah, that's not gonna work as well as I thought it would. Okay, you just popped out of nowhere. And Rayman cannot shoot with the dang. Okay. Reminds me a little of the golden eggs from Banjo-Tooie, especially in that saucer shooter minigame. These guys are really everywhere now. It's actually pretty creepy. Okay, well this music's a little bit delayed. We already beat the beady spider. Alright, now we're in Act 4 proper. And yeah, that's the passage we would have come from Act 2. Electrified. Also, just regrab that green one right away. Well, he got my fist, but I got his body. Now we just got a little pirate hideaway. Feels a bit more relaxing after all that spookiness we just went through. And that's all the lums. Actually, let me see here. Yep. So that was 10 lums there, which means there's still a lum missing somewhere. I know for a fact there are 51 lums in this level. Alright, that's actually pretty unfortunate. Oh well. Take what we can, eh? Technical checkup. Yay, it's our good friend Clark.
RAYMAN! Clark!
Yeah, Razorbeard's henchman is actually doing something. Okay, that doesn't work apparently. Alright, if we could just time that better. Whatever. I would really like to actually hit you with a charge shot. Yo, dude! Uh-oh.
RAYMAN!
Woohoo! Yeah!
Wow, so if you use like a charge shot with the golden fist, you can one-shot him. That's awesome. So yeah, the henchman was hiding right up there. But there's even like a giant fan here. Even though we have a Teen Z, there's not really a portal pedestal, it's just that. Okay, let me poke back in the beginning of this level real fast. I feel like the lum I'm missing is like behind this wall over here. Guess not. Yeah, I'm wrong. I'm really just gonna like poke around this area though. As long as we're in Act 1, then we can still leave. We'll just kill the beetle. Not really too sure anymore. Alright, let's just get out of here. Alright. Penultimate level, the Iron Mountains, and there's no indicator in here in Hall of Doors. So yep, we're like just one level later. Here's the last mask. Welcome to the council chamber at the Teensies. Splendid, you've got enough lungs to pass through. Hurry up to discover a new world! It's like, for every other mask, you have to play, you know, 5 levels until you get to it, including the Sanctuary. But this time we only had to play 2 levels to get the last mask. Like, what happened to the pacing? Come on, don't be shy. And we have the rain again. It's even playing the same music as Echoing Caves, you know, in the rainy area. Sorry, I'm just doing something. Just doing something real quick, so enjoy the rain. Alright, sorry about that. Alright, penultimate level, here we go. So, fun fact about the Iron Mountains, it uses a lot of music from the past levels, including this one. This music's from Echoing Caves. But yeah. So here's a funny little graphic. Like, that's not the same rain filter we were just seeing. That's one that appears directly over the entrance of this pipe. And you can even see it briefly appear as you're falling down that pipe. So, nice little graphic they decided to make. I appreciate it. This is a wild looking room here. We gotta hit the 2 switches to open the lock. You ain't taking away my power that easy. Although I think we're actually about to get another one anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, I hear another pirate appearing already. Alright. See, there it is up there. What was I worried about? I just love my golden fists. Helps me win faster. We got a swampy environment now. I think there's another pirate. No. Okay, now there's another pirate. Oh, whoa, what? Okay, apparently, like, if you get drilled by these pirates as they're emerging, it's instant death. I've never seen that. Like, I know if they hit you like that, it counts as a void out. I didn't think it was an instant death. That's interesting. I didn't think it actually hit you from that angle. Nice. So yeah, I can actually see that pirate over there, and then he comes over here. So yeah, penultimate level, they're kind of going all out with the pirates right now. Just wanna walk around here. We got a big open space here. Oh, something mushy up there, that's for sure. Oh. And now we have music from the precipice. And here's the falling music from the precipice. It's kind of a similar area, isn't it? So you can actually pause the game during this mini cutscene and just let the music play out. And then it gets spooky. Yeah, that was pretty much Act 1.5, just a little transition. Then we have a rather bizarre enemy. I think it's the robot chicken, or no, it's the robot dinosaur. Supposedly, Razorbeard's henchman is controlling it. At least that's what I read on the wiki. As far as I can see, though, like it's just some weird independent creature that the pirates just let roam around here. Like, it doesn't actively attack you, it just kind of bounces around all silly-like. It's just a really random thing to see this late in the game. You'll also briefly see that it can make these melons or whatever bounce up, and there are lumps underneath. We can't really grab those as we are now. We also got music from the Fairy Glade this time. And now music from Top of the World. Reformatory for Disturbing Children. Excuse me. Okay. It was nothing. Oh, wait. Let's actually watch Rayman's idle animation. Okay, he plays with his belly like a basketball. He's quite the weird creature, isn't he? Whereas, like, you know, in Rayman 1, like, this design was consistent between the cast. You know, he felt right at home there. But in all these other Rayman games, like, no one else really looks like him. Well, there is one other character in this game, but we'll get to that later. He really just keeps on playing if you don't stop him. That's pretty neat. There's like a cage chain here, but there's no cage. There's a cage over here, though. And that was the 80th and final cage. And a little something that people like to do, first we can break this over here. We don't really need to break that, but it frees a bunch of baby glow boxes. But a little thing people like to do is, like, you can get Rayman's health to as low as it'll go before getting this cage, and then you can hear the full sound of the health bar filling up, like like that. And this is our 4th shell writing section, yeah. This is the most complicated shell writing section, mostly due to the, not just the collectibles that are hidden around here, but all the weird anti-gravity stuff. Yeah, we kinda gotta flip gravity around in a few directions to, like, find all these collectibles. I think they're mostly on this roof, but I think there's some on the sides, too. Yeah, quite a lot of 5-pack lungs here. I think it's just red limbs that are on the side there. I'm gonna hope it's just red limbs on the side. But I will just, no, we'll just make a save state here. Just in case we have to come back. For now. Alright, now let's get back on track. And of course, this is Men Hear Hills music, another returning track. And now those baby glow boxes we just freed, we gotta hit the switches here to free them even more. There's supposed to be like lasers shooting at them, but they didn't go off in time because I'm too good at this game. Oh yeah, I shouldn't have gone back here. Okay. And fun fact, you don't really need to hit these switches, like you can just like gravity your way out of here, basically. Alright, now here is the hard part. We have to outrun the robot dino, and we gotta, yeah, we gotta get him to knock over those giant watermelons. This is... Yeah, I would say these are the hardest slums in the game. Okay, let's actually just... So, he clearly knocked down one of them. You know what? Hang on. You know, I'm just gonna make a save state here now. Alright, well we see he clearly knocked down at least one of them. So let's actually see if that saves if we die. If that doesn't save, then this makes this really hard. That doesn't save. Okay, this is really, really gonna suck. So there is a limit to his range. Well, you can actually see them just go veering off. That's neat. Alright, we might have found the trick to doing this. Nope, I want to grab both of those at least. Alright, alright, alright. Not really a big deal if we lose our power-up. Still a little worried about my lung count, though. I feel like it's not as even as it should be. Wait. Oh wait, now they stayed gone. That's... not really sure how this works anymore. Alright, I got that one. That's all that matters here. So I know there's like a 5 lum in the next act, but I think that's like the only lum in that act. Which means we could be missing one around here. Let's actually just poke around this area a little bit. It's really just the red lumps I'm seeing. Okay. Let's also just run to the other side of this little thing. There's something to miss over here. Alright, we're gonna have to sacrifice our fist power up to get this lung, but it's good. It's all good. And the Ray Hood. The trick is just keep button mashing this. Okay. So I keep button mashing that. I guess I didn't actually try that because I thought there was like a cooldown or something. Alright. Alright, I'm getting kind of worried now. Okay, there's like a single lum, and I know that's the 5 lum. And this is a plum. The last plum we'll have to deal with. A little better, Ray. A little better. Unless there's another 5 a little bit further up. I hope there is. Because that means we definitely missed a lump somewhere. There it is. Okay, good. Alright, I was worried. So yeah. So in the PS2 version, this section here was its own very small level that lets you get the Rain Mask, which lets you use Klobox's Rain Dance skill. Whereas the Iron Mountains... this section would be replaced by a unique boss, which would be the third brother of Axel, who is like Grolem 13 or something. He's actually got a pretty unique name and subtitle, and he's a wind elemental, as opposed to the other two's fire and ice. So yeah, PS2 version's the best one. It just has a lot more content. And on revisits to this level, there will be a portal here to prevent you from doing this next section. But it is possible to jump over this portal and do this next section again. I have tried that myself. Ugh. Might even be possible to do that in the Cave of Bad Dreams, too, for all I know. I don't think I was able to pull it off there. Maybe I was. But we see the warship is back. But don't worry, it's not here to hurt us. My babies! My babies! It's horrible. The pirates have taken all my babies. They've imprisoned them in cages and in the mines. My darling Globox tried to stop them, but the pirates have captured him too. So yeah, he's been captured again. And they've taken him to their prison ship. With this, I can get all the way to the mines. Don't cry, Uglet. I'll bring your babies back. Yeah, Uglet is basically the last new friend we're meeting here. And we get to play as the airship. We're from the warship. With his own little health bar icon. I really love this music. Like, it really sounds like, you know, we're sailing our way to freedom. Pirates' reign is almost over. Even though, you know, pirates are supposed to be about freedom, but here they are enslaving a bunch of people. These are bad pirates. And it's satisfying that we actually get to, like, control the warship ourselves when it's been, like, a regular menace to us throughout the game. I gotta see something. Is this the same center area where we just were? Yeah, I think it is. Which means I think we want to sail this way next. Yeah, because there's another blockade. Yep. Yeah, because that other route loops you around, it can kind of deceive you a bit. If you don't realize you're back at the other branching path zone, then you'll have to make a U-turn from Uglet to get back here. You can sail in the water, though. I mean, pirate ships are meant for sailing on liquid. Look, Uglet! Here are the others! Thank you. Take the boat to go home. That'll suit your need. Rayman? Did you see what I found out in the mine? Why, it's the fourth mask! Good luck, Rayman. It does almost look like the glow boxes. At last, the final mask. Bravo, Rayman. You've brought me back. The pirates won't last long. I will use my powers to destroy their fort and rid the world of the robots that infest it. Alas, my powers have limits. On Earth, the lumps make me invincible. But in the air, I am as vulnerable as a newborn. It's you who will have to fight on the prison ship. I'm going to give you maximum energy. He's not really giving us anything. He's just going to make a portal directly to the prison ship. Now go and find Razorbeard. Go quickly and have no fear. It rhymes. Directly through this cave. The prison ship. Razorbeard receives a special guest. He's got segmented hands and feet like Rayman. Rayman poisoning your life. I've got the antidote. Equipped with the latest power boost so nothing can stop it. You can control it yourself or put it in self-pilot. It can kill, crush, destroy, torture, pull ears. Its legs are programmed to squash fleeing victims. In short, it does everything except the dishes. Don't forget the name of this marvel, the Grolgoth. Decide quickly, I have other clients waiting. With this, I can destroy Rayman! Crush him! Smash him! I'll take it! You won't regret it. Here's your money, it's all there. Count it if you like. Oh, I trust you. That's just a random new character who's selling Razorbeard a convenient weapon. So yeah, the prison ship is a giant slide level. Like for real, like, there's not really going to be any substantial platforming in this level. You know, except the death. And there's 94 lums here. This is a very weird number, as opposed to the consistent 50. Don't forget, the Woods of Light had 5 lums, so 94 plus 5 makes 99, which, you know, makes for the solid 999 lums. Except, of course, for the 1000 lums we found, yeah? How annoying. Just give me my looms! Ugh. It's almost right, it is. Alright, Act 1 done. I like this act better because of the howling winds. Alright, we're gonna have to restart this little section. It's like, you know, like with how massive the prison ship seems, like this is one that deserves to be like a Stone and Fire sized level. In reality, like this level is actually really short. Like look how quickly you're racking up these lumps. Like, I don't mind if it, like, opens with a sliding section, but, you know, I don't want it to be, like, this practically the missing frickin' everything. Alright, we're just gonna have to... You know, we're gonna try to grab as much as we can going down this thing. Yeah, no way we're making it over there. Alright. Like, you know, just imagine if all of Rayman's friends were on the prison ship as well, like doing their part to wreck things up. Like maybe Lai can rejuvenate your flying power for a short time. Maybe, you know, Clark can bust some things down, you know? Maybe the little glow boxes. You probably just, you know, rescue Glowbox himself and he'll do some brain dance shenanigans, you know? Whatever, we got the lungs. Let's just do this. This part is very tricky. Like, we have to grab we had to actually land on it. Yeah, you're right. But we had to grab all these lumps before sliding down that hole. So you can see the issues that come with it, because this hole will immediately boot you into Act 3. And then we'll basically have to play through this chunk of the level again to have another shot at these lumps. And that'll about do it. Solid 64, baby. Now we can finally stop sliding and do some normal gameplay. We saw these generators back in Whale Bay. It spawned the shell, foreshadowing. There's a Fever River under there. $69. And we are ambushed by an elite pirate. I didn't mean to jump into the spikes. We need to hit that switch to turn on the shell generator, but we also need to beat the pirate to actually spawn it. And it basically played like a cool remix of the boss theme. I like that. Might actually be some lumps down that thing. This shell's a little different. It's gray. Okay, not down that one. Need to check this other one. Oh yeah, there's a lump down that one. Alright. You're on a flying shell! So yeah, the first half of this level was sliding, the second half is this. With no real platforming in between. I grab all these very tiny yellow lumps just hidden throughout here. Might also be some down here along the wall, but yes, there is. These are just kind of craftily hidden. Oh, what I missed. Why is that chimney the only one emitting the smoke? It makes me think it's, well, I guess that one is too. It makes me think it's a power-up. Alright, I think we can go on to the next act now. Oh, no, that hurt! Alright, this is for real now. Now, Act 4. And fun fact, this is also in, like, the demo. Our last batch of lungs. Hopefully. Nice grab. Now, this part's tricky because this thing's trying to gun you, but we can follow this little trail. So we can follow this little trail. This area is completely optional. There are no yellow lungs. It's... yeah, they just made like an entire optional obstacle course here that does nothing for you. Grab some more red lungs. Who cares about that at this point? Yeah, that whole area is just completely pointless. But our final lum is just in here. We are 100% lummed out. Okay, so normally we wouldn't have this Hall of Doors option during the pause screen, but we do now, because there's no way back out of here. And that will spawn the crow's nest, which... how am I wait, I'm missing 3 cages? Said I had all the cages. What? No, I'm pretty sure, like, the counter reached 80. What? Okay, well, we don't want to do that. Oh, okay, so, like, pausing the game in the Hall of Doors will just take you to that. That's pretty interesting. No, look, now it says I have... what the... now it says I have 80 cages. Okay, they think we caught the game during a bad moment. Alright, but just for fun, we're gonna run through this whole Hall of Doors, just pay one last farewell to all these lovable levels, see all the reddened portals. Still think we're actually missing a lum in Tomb of the Ancients, but I'm not really gonna worry about it though. We found a secret lum. Oh, we never actually talked to Murphy here. Rayman, you are now in the Hall of Doors. From here, you may enter many new worlds. You seek to place the lum on the door of your choice, and press A to jump. Now hurry and rescue Lai. She is being held in the Fairy Glade. So yeah, if you jump in the Fairy Glade early enough, you can skip that dialogue and make Murphy feel really out of place. I guess there's no real hint, there's no real indicator for the Woods of Light either, except for the waterfall, I guess. But now that we have all the lums, we have to listen to lum lore. Alright. Don't know when this is supposed to begin. Okay, probably here. Yellow lums are the 1,000 fragments of the heart of the world broken by the pirates. They contain universal knowledge. The more you gather, the more you will learn. You can access the secrets of the world by pressing L. So that's only the first one there. First, you must know that the universe is made of energy. Everything that moves around you, everything that lives and thinks is given life by the tiny magical lights, which we call lums. There are 4 types of lums. The most important ones are the yellow lums. There are 1,000 of them. The yellow lums give knowledge to those who gather them, and can also open doors in unknown places. The red lums are full of vital energy. They can prolong your life, pirates love them. Destroy them, and you can take all the red lums which they have stolen for yourself. Purple lums assure the cohesion of the world. Without them, nothing would be solid or visible. With your magic fist, you can jump through the air and grab them one after another. Blue lums contain the first breath. They are the origin of all life. Each creature receives at birth his blue lums and keeps them until the day they die. That's interesting. So many of those blue lums we've been seeing down there are just the remains of dead people. It says there's 4 types of lums, and they just talked about yellow, red, purple, and blue. What about the green lums that serve as the checkpoints? Like, what's the lore about them? One day, the lums focused their energy into thought, and their consciousness brought to life a strange and marvelous creature, Polocus. His power is such that his smallest dream or desire becomes reality. Polocus decided to use his powers to bring people to the world. He began with the magical beings and dreamed up the fairies. They are his emissaries. After the first 4 lums, they made the silver lums, which give you your special powers. Polocus then created the Teensies. Their role is to unveil all the roads in the world. They know every secret passage that can lead you to the Hall of Doors, where all paths eventually come together. Next, he created the simpler creatures, the people. First came Clark. His incredible strength proved very useful in carving the landscape, to fold hills into the monotonous plains, and to deviate the 2 impetuous rivers. After came the adorable Glowbox and his family. Aren't they cute? The wise sages don't know what Polocus had in mind when creating them, but he truly used his sense of humor for inspiration. Polocus finished his creative efforts by conceiving a multitude of fantastic creatures like Murphy, the flying 1-volume encyclopedia, or the horrible Eeg, who spends his time getting drunk on strange brews fermented in the depths of the marshes. That is a character we have not met, and I have no idea who that is. Interesting. Unfortunately, Polocus couldn't control all of his creations. His nightmares and negative thoughts gave birth to their own peculiar beasts, so be careful not to meet up with them, and avoid any nightmares you might meet in your journeys. After having created all the creatures who live in this world, a harder task remained, creating time. So Polocus went to the place where all the gods of all the worlds meet, and together they set about dreaming up the future. To be warned of any problems that might occur, Polocus sent magic masks to the 4 corners of the world. Before leaving, he explained to the fairies that reuniting all 4 masks would be all it would take to bring him back. Since he didn't want to be called back by just anybody, Polocus created fierce guardians to protect the masks, giving them all hidden weaknesses that only a true warrior could discover and use. It's just knocked Stalactite down. And the Umber you didn't have to fight at all, and Golem 13 just doesn't exist in this game. In this version. The period immediately following Polocus's departure was a time of wonder. The people learned to speak and love nature. A wind of freedom blew through all their souls. Everything was in harmony. Until the pirates landed. As you know, the pirates broke the heart of the world into pieces. They want to make us all slaves and keep all the riches to themselves. They are soulless monsters, good at only one thing, stealing our dreams that they will never share. You must wake Polocus. Only he can help you defeat the pirates. So unite the 4 masks as quickly as you can, otherwise the world as we know it will be forever doomed to bathe in pain and suffering. You have become very wise in your own way. The time has come to reveal to you a mystery for which no sage can find the answer. This mystery is you. No one knows from whence you came nor who your parents were. Of all the inhabitants here, you are the only one whom Polocus did not dream. You are the only one to receive powers from the fairies. Some see you as the chosen one of all the gods. Who knows? So yeah, Rayman was a unique being that was not created by Polocus. I guess likewise they never created the other creatures from Rayman 1, I don't know. But that's just really cool lore stuff. And I don't think the PS2 version has that, because I don't remember seeing it in there. I could be wrong. I know, like, you need the yellow lemons to unlock the bonus games in the PS2 version. But I don't really think it has all that cool war stuff. It is time to enter the crow's nest. Come in, you useless grub! Rayman has a foremast and he's on the ship. You failed me again! I warned you, didn't I? Let's see how well you swim in molten lava! Meanwhile, I'll just handle this little problem myself. Prepare the Grolgoth! I know how to lure Rayman to me! I love the clouds here. And yeah, that crow's nest is actually very massive. Kind of gives you a good idea how big the rest of the ship is. Identify target. Leave my friend alone! Now you're alone for eternity! Ha ha ha! Are you okay, Glowbox? I'll be fine. I'll go. It's saying I have 5 out of 5 lums in this level. That is weird. Like, is this actually part of the Woods of Light? What am I missing so horrendously? There we are. Please. Now I've got you! Don't be afraid, Rayman. I'm here. Bravo, Rayman. You were sensational. Razorbeard is nearly beaten. Thanks to you, hope has come back into our hearts. The slaves have broken their chains and escaped. On land, Pelogus eliminated all of the robo-pirates. Destroy Razorbeard, and our victory will be complete. He knows the wall jump too! I'm not afraid of you! Alright, so here's a little secret. If I can remember actually how to do it. Yeah, so if you like hold the B button or something down, you enter the secret passage. Can you believe even the final boss level has a secret? What? I didn't grab it. Why am I not grabbing it? Huh? What the frick? I feel like this is just another Switch glitch. Okay, well, guess we can't use that because the Switch version sucks all of a sudden. So what we gotta do is grab these power-ups and shoot Razorbeard's hands and then shoot him. No. Never do that again! Try to avoid this! Oh no! Oh wait, we do keep it. So what that power-up in there did is it gives you infinite blaster power here. Otherwise you have to keep flying through these tunnels to rejuvenate your blaster. So that's basically what we just collected. Otherwise Razorbeard shoots these humming things at you. Also, during the later points of the fight, like when you fly through those tunnels, he'll flood the lava up to make escaping them easier. But we don't gotta deal with that problem because we got infinite blaster power. So yeah, that's how you make the final boss easy. Rayman, I saved one little surprise for you. It's weird that those are the pieces that the ship breaks into. Here's almost all of Rayman's friends gathered to mourn him, except for Carmen the Whale and Sam the Snake. Don't know why they couldn't be here. All we have left is a shoe. Such a fine shoe. Rayman, we honor you this evening. Without your courage, the enemy would still be here. He actually still is. Once again, the world has found harmony. The heart of the world is back together. Now rest, you may have to fight again. Who knows what tomorrow will bring? It'll bring the hoodlums. But then we actually get to see the heart of the world in that game. It doesn't look as glamorous as you might think it is. So yeah, Razorbeard kind of gets away, and we never see him again in the mainline game. Well, he does have that... He does have a neat little cameo in Rayman 3 that implies he is dead, but yeah. That's always been a weird thing about Rayman games. They never actually defeat their villains. Like in Rayman 1, Mr. Dark gets away, and you just defeat his weird fusions. In this game, Razorbeard gets away, and in Rayman 3, Andre gets revived. So, like, nothing ever really feels definitive in this series. But yeah, just a great game. I mean, I like the PS2 version better. But, you know, I love the atmosphere of this game. I love the balanced levels between, you know, lengthy and short, and the different gameplay gimmicks. Yeah, Rayman really falls down the tubes when the rabbits come around, and then the Origins games, which I don't really care for. The Origins games are just Western cartoon garbage, if you ask me. You know, like the Minions from Illumination or something. Like, these first 3 Rayman games, you know, and all their variants, that's where it's at. I do like how the credits are just, you know, Razorbeard flying away. I think this credit sequence actually goes on a while, too. Oh well, enjoy it. I'm surprised how short this game was. Like, I remember this game feeling a lot longer. In reality, I think it's even shorter than Banjo-Kazooie. I just knocked this game out in a day. Easy. Wake up, Switch. None of these credits are boring. Made it! We can visit that website. It's probably still active. It probably wants you to pay for Ubisoft Online or something. Also, this is one of those games where you can't actually click out of the end. Oh, the good old days of gaming. But yeah, once again, like the Switch version doesn't save on its own, so you have to use save states to keep track of your progress. Yep. And like, you know, to further prove it, see, can't load the game. Here's the different perspectives in this little menu here. But yeah, that's why we got save states.